if we do manage to finish. The second technical, well, the second technical detail I have to give you is concerning the internet. We were supposed to have for our disposal internet inside.
Yeah, we have, but it's slow. It's slow, this one.
But the situation is what? But anyway, we will try to solve this.
No, we can sort it out if you want. We get for each delegation one extra code, and we sort out the account after. We used to get dinners at 6 and 7 o'clock, but here we get dinners rather late, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. 10. But no later than 8:30, because last night we were quite late. Okay? Any questions?
Okay.
All right.
So is it you're getting you understand? We have problems. You just
okay. And as we carry on, I have.
You see here are all the work which we have done. When you consider the 6 months which we have gone through, when you start ticking off all the things which we have done, you say we've done quite a lot. We have done the fair steering committee meeting. We have finished. It's extremely acceptable. All right. We have concluded the desk research. We have concluded or are in the process of finalizing the field research. But there are some areas which more work has to be done. So during this presentation, I want to try to put forward to you my observations on your work practices. The partners are of two kinds. Correct me if I am wrong, but this is the impression I am getting. Okay. Sometimes Michael here and they ask me, what do these people have? Actually, they are so without the other, and there are certain things, there are certain tasks which are the direct responsibility of the associations and operators, and they have to do them. Or rather, they have to provide us with the information which they might already possess. For example,
the certificate and with the diploma, okay, but everybody is familiar with the Europass CV. Now, indicate the reasons why you use the Europass CV, okay? And here there are a variety of reasons. The most common being as part of my professional activity during transnational projects and during education activities in the classroom. But there's also quite a good percentage about as part of my professional activity of orientation towards mobility pathways or job hunting. I remind you, I didn't say, but there were 16 trainers took part. Difficulty in synthesizing information. Now, 88% of trainers, 15, expressed interest in learning more about some of the instruments of the Europass portfolio. Why? First of all, the most, it seems that the most...
the most popular question is, it was through the internet. To be clear, that is that we are in a process that nowadays in the technical and vocational school, because we have a chance, the ability on this, not all of them, the majority of the students are happy with having more knowledge concerning the Europass. Or can say they knew about it, but they knew it because we discussed it. They didn't knew it because they were needed to search for it or they have used it from before. Be a must for a new staff to get
are involved in the project. So, Ines, Sofati, we will give you an overview of what will be my presentation. We will see an overview of how is organized the educational system in the tourism industry in Portugal, a brief overview, and then I will give the second work package that was applied to Portugal. So, we have mainly, and with the good level of technical, where they are distributed in the country is PowerPoint. They tend to be obviously in implemented centers, and they are also in Madeira and Azores. But also they try to
due sessioni diverse presso l'Istituto Alberghiero di Assisi. Perché così è stato richiesto dalla preside e dagli insegnanti dell'Istituto Alberghiero, in quanto c'è stato e quindi abbiamo realizzato due sessioni, due work session. Nella prima sessione hanno partecipato 29. Per quanto riguarda i risultati che sono scaturiti dall'analisi, la ricerca, è risultato che 25 su 27 studenti hanno la familiarità con l'Europass Curriculum Vitae. Premetto che prima di somministrare il questionario io documenti Europass e gli insegnanti avevano preparato gli studenti a questo nostro incontro, quindi credo che noi crediamo che la conoscenza di questi strumenti sia stata
sua, ha scritto che noi avremmo adattato il prodotto New Hospitality per quanto riguarda le competenze tecnico-professionali elencate, quindi i contenuti presenti nel database. Poi Ray ha scritto che avremmo integrato il database con le competenze di base. Trasversale in tutte le presentazioni è questo limite tecnologico dello strumento, che sembra rudimentale, che per alcuni programmi non funziona ed altro. Inoltre Ray ha scritto che vanno integrate le linee guida per utilizzare il New Hospitality Europass e va fatto quindi un adattamento di linee guida, ma va fatto anche un'integrazione del New Hospitality Europass collegando i stati sul foglio stampato per paese. Io vorrei che ognuno di voi, nei post-it che adesso vi do,
of November. We are on the third day of our steering committee. Today is we have the pleasure to have with us the Cyprus Association. But according to the program, we have to do the presentation of the year's project from Mr. Ray Vasalos. Because we have some new people here that they are not very familiar with what we're doing. Our target, the yes employability target, is to develop a European CV for our future, and for our people working on nowadays and for the future. Mr. Basal.
School of Larnaca. We have had now a relationship for about 2 or 3 years.
More. Is the which? When is the which?
4 yes.
5.
I think about 3 years.
No.
4 years ago.
No, yes. The which was 5 years ago.
Michael and I became first friends because we had to combat the powers of a Hungarian witch. Innovative ideas which will certainly improve the quality of our program. So, what is the project. What is program is a program to further educational projects, specifically in the vocational education by a good practice, and we transfer that good practice to other countries within the European Union. The project is financed by the European Commission. It is a over 300,000 euro project. The Union program savings. The project started on the 1st of March, and it will terminate on the 20th. The Malta Hotels and Restaurants Association. Italy, the Centro Studi Superiori, the Cyprus Chefs Association. As you know, any army marches on its stomach, and the Cyprus Chefs Association is a very important component of the interest in tourism, and the Association of Hotel Directors of Portugal. Present in Europe, such as the European CV, the famous Europass. Before I go on, I must tell you that
year before, I make the research about the perception and attitudes towards hotel and culinary professionals, and I compare with the role of education in Cyprus. One research that it was for me very interesting: necessary number and quality of young people. We improve to our young people, so it's very important to know their attraction and their retention. So the research proposal and objectives, they were
grill or fried or put in a small pita bread. But there are so many other things that you can do with halloumi. And we are very surprised that when we travel every 2 years to go to different countries, we see halloumi cheese. For example, we went to Australia and New Zealand, and we have their dinner in a 3-star. Currently, because the big dairy companies now that they cannot find so many goats and sheep milk to produce halloumi, they use also cow milk, which cow milk gives a result that is more easily melt the halloumi when you cook it. But traditionally, an authentic halloumi is made from goat cheese and sheep milk.
As well. We have a website, a magazine, and we also work a lot in the social networks, like Facebook, mainly. And we try to get S1 with the Yes Project, with the Maltese and the Cypriots and the Italians country.
It's next to Big Spain.
That's Portugal. Just for you to have an idea, we had last year 36 million room nights. 13 of these were Portuguese, which is good for us. It's very big right now.
From everybody.
That's why. We have 2,000 establishments.
Remember when we met at the lunch conference in Malta last April? Regretfully, I cannot be here with you today, but I am with you in spirit. Over the last 6 months, a lot of work has been done on the YES project.
All right, I would like to thank Mr. Cipriano and Marios
and Haralambos
and Haralambos also. That the weather will be okay.